Hello! We are doing lesson 5 today, which is multiplying by tens, hundreds, and thousands. But this time we're multiplying multiples. Multiply multiples. Multiply multiples. Multiple. We're going to start out with two, whoops, with two ones. 1, 2. Look at them.
Those are nice ones.
Now we are going to multiply two ones 4 times. So I have 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 twos, 4 twos. So I have this two ones, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I have two ones 4 times, and that equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. Now if I were to jump over here and do 2 tens, and I want to do 2 tens 4 times. I have 1, 2 tens, another 2 tens, another 2 tens, another 2 tens. So I have 2 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I have 2 tens. Whoa, should probably spell it right. That's embarrassing. 2 tens 4 times, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. Before we go further away from this one, now I don't run around, I don't know about you, but I don't run around and say 8 tens or 2 tens. When I see something like this, 2 tens is equal to 20. Now if I have 2 tens 4 times, 1, 2, if I have 2 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 20 4 times, and I can skip count by 20s and go 20, 40, 60, 80, or I can count by tens. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens. 8 tens is 80. Going that same way, but in the hundreds, we're going to have 2 hundreds. And I'm going to take that 4 times. So I have 1 200s, 2 200s, 3 200s, 4 200s. So I have 100, 200, 200, 4 times, and in here I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. And lastly, if we do that in the thousands place, what's going on here? If I have 1,000, 2,000, I want to do that 4 times, 1, 2000, 2, 2000, 3, 2000, 4, 2000. I took that 2000 4 times, and I have 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000, 7000, 8000. Pretty nifty. So I guess 2 times 4, if I was looking for a pattern, see, I would see that 2 times 4 is 8. 20 times 4 is 80. 200 times 4 is 800. And 2000 times 4 is 8000. Now, before we covered up the zeros, so if you need a refresher, we covered up the zeros, did the basic multiple, the basic fact, 2 times 4. That equaled 8. How many zeros did we cover up? 3. 8 times 2. 8 times 2 ones is what that's saying. Just 2. Just regular old 2. Equals 16 ones. 8 times 2 hundreds. Remember that pattern. 8 times 2 is 16 hundreds. And 8 times 2 thousands, sticking with that pattern, equals 8 times 2 is 16 thousands. Sorry for my wackiness here. My hand is shaking like crazy, and I don't know why. But it's not shaking too much to do a word problem. Woohoo! Let me hear ya. Woo! At a concert, there were 5,000 people in the audience. That was 1,000 times the number of performers. How many performers were at the concert? So I know that at this concert, there were 5,000 people in the audience. But I don't know the number of performers. All I do know is that there were 5,000 in the audience, and that was the performers, or P, because remember in math we're all about abbreviations, times 1,000. Let's read this word problem again and see if I have it right. There were 5,000 people in the audience, 5,000 people, and that was 1,000 times the number of performers. 1,000 times the performers equals 5,000. Let's jump into our handy dandy thousands chart. We know that there were 5,000 people in the audience. And we know that something, starting from here, times 1,000 equals 5,000. Now remembering our pattern, what times 1,000 equals 5,000? We'll cover up these zeros here. What times 1 equals 5? I don't know about you, but my answer was 5 times 1 equals 5. So 5 times 1,000 would equal 5,000. All right, we're there. Now I'm going to throw in some division at you. That's funny. I don't care what you are. We're going to take out what we've done. We're going to go back to what we know. We know that there were 5,000 people in the audience. And we know that if you take 5 times 1,000, if I had 5 here, if I took that times 1,000, I would get to 5,000. And we also know that the opposite of addition is subtraction, and the opposite of multiplication is division. The neat part about it is that we know that 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000, and the opposite of that, my arrow goes the opposite way, 5,000 divided by 1,000 equals 5. I want you to quickly, you keep up. Ready? You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? They look the same. Except for when I multiply, I go up across place values. And when I divide, I turn around and I go down across place values. So I have what times 1,000 equals 5,000. And here I have 5,000 divided by 1,000 equals what? So here, what times 1,000 equals 5,000? I went up across place values. I go down here, 5,000 divided by 1,000. I went down across place values. In review, if I have a group of 2 ones, and I take that 4 times, I have 2 ones, 4 times, and that gives me 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I have 2 tens times 4, it's also saying that I have 10, 20, 4 times. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. If I have 200 4 times, I have 100, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And that gives me 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. And in the thousands, if I have 2,000 4 times, I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. And if I'm looking, oh, we didn't even tell the answer to this. That is silly goose. In this word problem, we knew that there were 5,000 members in the audience. We didn't know how many performers there were, but all we know is that that was the performers times 1,000. We took what we knew, how many performers, there were 5,000, and we figured out that 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000, or 5,000 divided by that 1,000 equals 5. So in answer to our question, there were 5 performers. Before we leave, we better make sure that we answered this word problem correctly. I'm going to cross things out in yellow. At a concert, okay? There were 5,000 people in the audience. Got it. That was 1,000 times the number of performers. 1,000 times the performers. Got it? And then, did I answer how many performers there were? Nailed it. All right. Good luck. Think you will meet with success.